This is the little greenhouse. It's going to town. Lots of squash and zucchini. That's got a good start. Moved my tomatoes out here. They're not looking the best, but they're going. There's a tray of radishes back there and some dill. Leftover potato in the ground right below it. More tomatoes. And that tray of tomatoes has been out here for 3 or 4 days, so it's getting acclimatized and they look a little bit better. So we'll see. A few weeks before I think all that stuff will go in the garden. And then I've always grown potatoes here, and I dug out a couple of them. This is just right beside the house. Doesn't get a whole lot of sun, but potatoes seem to like that area. So I'm going to put some potatoes back in there. And then up to the front garden. More stuff started. That's a tray of radishes. This is all corn that I've got started. And these are all, this is a big tray of corn. I bought 2 or 3 bags of corn, and they got a little wet because it was raining so hard on Saturday that the bag popped open, so I ended up planting all that corn. And this is sugar peas that's coming up. They'll be ready to transplant in a week or 2. Several different types of peppers coming up. Looking pretty good. Some chives and broccoli from seed. I got some white onions in here underneath the straw. There's garlic here at the base. And then put down straw for bedding, or to help with a weed block. And because you can see the weeds are wanting to come back up. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but that right there is the bane of my existence, morning glory. That's coming back up, and there's quite a bit of it that's in this carrot bed, so I'm going to end up redigging this carrot bed, I think, to try to knock that down. And I dug out the pond and reshaped it into kind of an eyebrow or eye-shaped bed, and the part that's got the straw on it has red onions in it now, and the bottom part I haven't planted yet. And it didn't manage to kill the rhubarb. Got some, repurposed the flagstone here, has steps, and then got cabbage in the midst of this straw. In several different places there's red and Bonnie's Best cabbage, and that's radishes coming up there, and underneath the tent is lettuce. And over in this bed, the area for the tomatoes is all prepped. There's potatoes in the tires, and then I transplanted a couple of potatoes out of that were left over from that other bed over here. I don't know whether they'll make it or not, or whether they'll just shoot up new. Some onions. Celery's doing all right there, and that's just grown from scraps where I just stuck it in the water and set it on the windowsill, and then replanted it out into the garden. And then there's some peas coming up in there in the midst of all of those little weeds. And then I got 4 buckets of 3 different types of potatoes going there, and I've got 2 more buckets to do of that. And then of course I back up here and show you I dug out the pond. That was where the little eyebrow garden is. And I'm probably gonna move it this way and sink it down again, or I'm not sure yet. Have the spillway going off towards the telephone pole there, and then that's going to be a raised bed behind it, but right now it's compost, and so all the weeds that I've been digging up and the brush from this wisteria that was all hanging up and overtaking my lawn. A lot of that root material is wisteria roots that had come all the way out here to the alongside the garage, but now you can see all that white stuff. That's bindweed or morning glory roots that I dug up that were underneath the pond and underneath all of the stone wrapping the pond and underneath everything there. It's everywhere. So hopefully it'll dry out, and then I'll move it over here and put it on a burn pile and burn it and try to get rid of it. So that's the week ending April 22nd, or 26th, I mean, I guess it is. April 26th. Put a sign up so my neighbors can drop off their grass clippings that can go on the compost and help me build up some soil.